I'm going to teach you 5 videos that you have to do if you want to grow a huge real estate YouTube channel. And we're getting after it right now. What's up, everybody? This is Jackson Wilkie with the YouTube Agents. I have helped successfully build a giant YouTube channel that has our phone ringing up to 6-8 times a day. And if you want to learn exactly how I'm doing that with all the tips and tricks, you start now by subscribing and tap that little bell so you're notified every time I do a new video. There's a ton of videos out there for real estate agents, and you're seeing a bunch of them about the escrow process and the closing, and none of those videos matter. They don't get your phone ringing. In fact, if you do a video on the escrow process, those clients, they're already buying a house. Everybody wants to know, what video should I be shooting for real estate? Well, through a ton of SEO and keyword research and me spending just countless hours figuring this out, I've found 5 videos that I promise you, if you shoot them, your phone will ring. All right, so I'm going to do these videos starting at number 5, going all the way to number 1, the number 1 video that you have to shoot. So make sure you stay tuned to that. All right, so number 5, the video that you must do: where to live in your city. If you live in Dallas, Texas, Phoenix, Arizona, wherever you're at, you have to talk about where to live in that city for everybody who might be moving there. So you've been thinking about moving over here to the Portland Metro, but you're just not quite sure the perfect area for you, your family, whoever's coming with you. We're gonna go over all the different areas of the Portland Metro because it is so diverse around here. So if you wanna know the best place for you to live in the Portland Metro, stay tuned. Now, what I did in Portland, we have 5 sections. We have north, northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest. We even did a bonus section and we talked about the south. Now, we went through and I asked my business partner, hey, if you were a family moving here, where would you live? And he said, well, I would go to the southwest. It has the best schools. You know, there's Lake Oswego, there's Beaverton. So he talked about the best spot for families. And then we talked about the single lives. We talked about luxury homes. And we really talked about what it's like to live in every section of the Portland Metro. So there's one key thing you need to know. People are typing these in, and when they see the title, they watch the whole video. This isn't like Facebook where you post a video about real estate and one person actually watches it. People are actually searching these keyword terms and they are watching all of these videos if you're giving them good information like we do. The number 4 video that you have to do is the top 5 neighborhoods in your city. Well, this video is going to be all about the top 5 neighborhoods that you'll find right here in Portland, Oregon. And the one neighborhood that we go to last, you won't believe it. It actually has. So what we did is we read a bunch of blogs and we gathered a bunch of information on which homes actually gain the most value. And we talked about the best neighborhoods, maybe the safest neighborhoods, best schools, but we picked the top 5 and we went deep into those cities and we vlogged. We took our camera, we actually shoot with this little GoPro here, but we also started with our phone. So if you have a phone, use that, but walk the streets, show them the shops, show video of the front of houses. Tell them exactly what it's like to live there, the type of homes, the shops, restaurants, bars, the schools. Tell them what it's like to live in that neighborhood. A lot of these videos are very broad. You're telling them certain areas, but it's going to start spiking their interest. Every time we do a new video about an area, we get new phone calls because that resonates with that person. So do a top 5 and you will get a ton of views on that video. Number 3, the video that you have to do is pros and cons of living in your city. What's up, everybody? This video is going to be 5 things that I love about Portland and 5 things I hate about Portland. So stay tuned. So what I did was 5 pros and I did 5 cons. I also did 5 right down the middle. If you ever need to see these videos, go to our channel, The Real Agent Now Group by Jackson Wilkie and Jesse Dow, and you can see all these videos that we did. But honestly, this is one of the first videos I did, and it was with my cell phone, and I talked about the 5 pros and the 5 cons. It's our second most popular video. Now, it's kind of hard to talk about like the cons of living in your area because you want people to move there and use you as a real estate agent, but you got to be honest. What I did was take some cons and I turned them into pros. So I talked about Portland. Everybody knows it rains here. It's not as bad as living on the coast, but it does rain. But I said a lot of days it's just a little sprinkle in the morning and then it's gone and it clears up. But if we didn't have that rain, it wouldn't be so green and beautiful here. So take the cons, turn them into pros, but people want you to be real. That's how they relate to you. So do the 5 pros and cons of living in your area. Number 2, this is a video that's basically a sales pitch. And when we did this, we literally got over 20 phone calls, emails, and text messages. People won't work with you until you tell them to work with you. So do the 6 steps when moving to your city. All right, so you are moving to Portland, Oregon. Well, there are 6 very important steps that you need to know before you make your move here. And if you're wondering what those 6 steps are, then stay tuned. Now, what we did was 6 steps when moving to Portland, Oregon, and it was basically a sales pitch. Now, we'd been doing a ton of videos on what it's like to live here, so these people had been watching. We had a lot of subscribers, and then when we hit them with what you need to know in moving, and it was, first of all, you need to call us, you need to shoot us an email, text message, however you want to get a hold of us. We have so many people calling us who are relocating here, and we absolutely love it. That's what we told them. Because we do love it. So once we told them to call us, we went to number 2. We're going to set up a Zoom video call, and we're going to really crunch down your criteria. Find exactly what you want. Once we do that, we go to step 3, and we'll build you a custom home search, which is just us putting them into our CRM, building out a custom search, and you wouldn't believe how happy they were. They thought we were so awesome for doing that. And then you kind of just keep working them down. Hey, when you come here, we'll pick you up, we'll take you on a tour, we'll show you these houses, and then we'll go down through the negotiation process of actually buying your house. So it was a sales pitch the whole time of just pick up the phone and call us. We love it. And it worked. All right, so number 1, the big kahuna, what video you have to do in your city? The cost of living in your city. All right, so you are wondering how much it costs to live in Portland, Oregon. Well, this video is going to be all about the cost of living right here in Portland, Oregon. So stay tuned. So what I did is I actually went to Google, which you can do in about 6 seconds, and find the median home price, which you should probably already know if you're a real estate agent. I did it into territories as well. I put a little map up on the screen. So what I did is I talked about certain areas and their median home prices and why they're more expensive or less expensive. I talked about my bills, how much I pay for gas, how much I pay for internet, how much I pay for groceries. So I really talked about what it was like to live here. I talked about daycare because I got 2 kiddos. 3rd one on the way. I talked about daycare expenses. So these people had an in-depth feeling of what it was like to live here. And I just spoke about my own bills. But that is our number 1 video that gets almost 200 views a day. Now you think of all these YouTubers and millions of subscribers and hundreds of thousands of views. That's not really what we're after. We have over 1,100 subscribers right now, and they're all people who want to move to Portland, Oregon. We're getting, like I said, up to 6 to 8 phone calls a day. We have to bring on extra people right now because I can't shoot these videos and answer all these phone calls, emails. So look, if you do the work, stay consistent, and shoot these 5 videos to get your channel going, you're going to dominate your market in real estate. But the only way to truly do that is to make sure you subscribe to this channel and tap the bell so that you're up to date on every single tip and trick that I have learned so that you don't have to go through the process of learning hundreds of platforms like I did. It's all narrowed down to the easiest ones. If you're interested in building a huge YouTube channel for your real estate business, well, I built out a course that teaches you everything you need to know from building out your channel all the way to uploading that video so that it ranks immediately, taking out all the guesswork. So go and check that out. And if you use the promo code YTAgents, all capitalized, you'll get a huge discount on that. Hey, I really hope you liked that video. There's gonna be a ton more. But until the next video, we'll catch you later.
So today, people know me as the house flipper on HGTV. What they don't know is I've flipped almost 500 houses, and what they also don't know is I got into real estate when I was only 20 years old, and I built my house flipping career with the foundation from selling real estate. I was motivated, I was driven, and it was the most difficult thing I had ever experienced in my life. I would go on these listing appointments, I would give an amazing presentation, I knew my stuff, but people would always go with a different agent because they were more credible. What does that mean? They might have sold more houses, but back then you're talking about agents that sold like 5 houses over 2 years. Sure, I was a good agent, hadn't sold any houses, but I still lost the deal because I didn't have the credibility. Through a series of events, I ended up meeting the owner of Broker Agent Chad, and it was actually a really funny meeting because the first thing I said, I was like, dude, I love your magazine. When I was first in real estate, when I was a 20-year-old kid, my dream was to be in your magazine. And talk about full circle, now I'm sitting there having lunch with the owner of Broker Agent years later, right? But I'll never forget the first time I saw that magazine. I told myself, I have to make that magazine. At the end of the day, people are gonna work with you if they trust you and if you're credible. Broker Agent is a free award program that will separate agents from their competition. So if you knew by getting this award that you'd go on your next listing appointment and actually win that listing appointment because of the credibility of the program, would you do it? Of course you would do it. You have nothing to lose. So if you have an opportunity to separate yourself from the competition, get more deals, and make more money, why wouldn't you do it? And that's why we're here talking about Broker Agent. It's a free program, it gives you credibility, and it has a solid name. It is a trusted brand, and that's exactly why you should get involved.
Hey there, it's Gary Elwood with ProQuest Technologies. Over the past 20 years, my company has helped more than 26,000 real estate agents generate over 28 million inbound buyer and seller leads. However, today the challenge isn't so much with lead generation as it is with getting buyers and sellers to meet with you face to face. It's a struggle gaining enough trust to get buyers and sellers to meet with you. That's where Chad Galladay and Broker Agent Certificate of Excellence Award comes in. Broker Agent Certificate of Excellence Award is a powerful trust-building tool that positions you as the expert, helping you get face-to-face with your leads quickly. The best part is it's absolutely free to register, and you can use this powerful social proof tool with all your marketing to generate trust and get face-to-face with your leads fast. So get registered for Broker Agent Certificate of Excellence Award, and here's to your continued success.